Well, it's one for the money, two for the show. Three to get ready now, go, can go, and don't you step on my blue suede shoes. We can do anything but lay off of my blue suede shoes.
Bob and Steve, Steve and Bob, Bob and Steve.
I'm telling you.
How nice to have you both here, because, you know, you're genuinely fantastically talented men.
Oh.
Thank you for coming on the show.
You're welcome.
Nice to see Steve's made a bit of the effort. You look like you've just dropped off the kids in a local park.
He was going to make much more of an effort, but I asked him not to.
He normally wears suits, and I normally look a bit scruffy, so we thought we'd
Flip it?
Flip it.
OK, you meet in the middle.
But, Jonathan, you're overdressed, aren't you?
No, not necessarily. I like to think there are elderly people watching. This is the last place they can come to and know they're going to get someone who is dressed respectfully to appear in their television in the corner of their rooms every night. In the olden days when they used to stand
No,
up at the
Jonathan,
end
you
of the
look
day
like
and
a
say,
spin.
God save the Queen.
Yeah, Queen being the operative word.
Yeah, like a gay person. Yeah, you with me?
That's the kind of razor-sharp wit we've missed on television since Steve went Hollywood, ladies and gentlemen. Now, the reason why Bob and Steve are together, and it might seem strange because normally you would expect to say Bob and Vic together, is that Steve and Bob are working with Vic, who just isn't here this evening, on a new ITV comedy which started this evening at 10 o'clock, I believe. Correct. Monkey Pants?
Monkey Trousers.
Monkey Trousers. Slightly more polite. OK, what an incredible cast of people you have on it. It's a sketch show, essentially. Yeah. How do you get the people you have? Tell us who's on it with you.
There's John Thompson, Ronnie Ancona, Alistair McGowan,
Tim Healy.
Yeah, Tim Healy.
Healy.
There's so many.
That was
Rebecca
quite a
Frog.
lovely moment between the two of you there. Now, presumably, either you know all these people as friends and therefore you can bully them into doing it, or they're just attracted by, what, a lot of money?
We've
the
got
quality of the
something on all of them.
Yeah.
We're just calling in favours, you know.
Well, I know you have something on most people. But really, what a great cast. I mean, that is a dream. I bet ITV couldn't wait to get the show off you, could they, if you can deliver that kind of talent?
In a manner of speaking. We're just all the people that we thought were funny. Normally, you see, there's lots of funny people in the world, Jonathan.
Yeah.
We thought it would be very nice to get all the funny people and put them together in one show.
Well, I did want to ask you about why some people who you've known for years didn't get asked to be in the show, and other people did.
We asked you to be a gay circus draper, didn't we,
No,
Jonathan?
you didn't.
Yes, you wouldn't.
I would have come in as a gay circus man.
Now, you said you refused to play a draper. The gay part didn't bother you.
The gay part comes naturally to
You
me.
like design, don't you?
I love design. I'm often to be found at home dressing up my pets.
Exactly.
Some people would say I'm more than halfway there already. Now, you are a father of how many children now, Bob?
2 children.
Two lovely boys?
Yep.
How old are they now?
They're 6 and 8.
6 and 8. And are you finding that fun? Is that good? Do you enjoy it? Or is it something you wish you hadn't ventured into?
It's the best... You know, if it wasn't for them, I think I would kill myself.
Well, that's cheered us all up. That's the kind of breezy response I was hoping for.
No,
Steve, has having a child fostered thoughts of your potential suicide?
Yeah, obviously, I mean, having a child equally, you know, along with Bob, I would indeed kill myself. But it's nice having a daughter. It really brings out the goodness in you. And each day I think to myself, shall I pop my cork today? No, my lovely daughter, I'll continue.
I'll stay on this mortal coil. OK,
Well, it's a difficult business, isn't it? It's a very... You know, like Nigella Lawson said that she's the picture frame.
She said she's no longer the picture, she is now the frame.
Well, I feel like the picture hook.
You're barely involved.
Fairly, well, no, that's... I'm just holding them up.
Do your kids watch you on shows? Do they ever watch you with Vic? I don't think your daughter wouldn't watch Partridge, or would she?
No, she's not seen Partridge. She's heard about it. She saw me in Around the World in 80 Days, which was seen by you and your family and about 4 other people.
But hey, I really liked it. It was a really good, fun film. I don't understand why that wasn't a hit. I really enjoyed it. And you went to all the trouble of growing your hair long for it. And
I know.
you obviously had your teeth done in Hollywood because you don't look anywhere near as gawky as you used to. You look like a proper leading man now, doesn't he?
He looks gorgeous, doesn't he?
Yeah. Look at that.
Perhaps people
Actually, you
felt
look a little bit like a younger Griff Rhys-Jones when you do that.
That's bad.
Well, not if you're Griff. He's got character.
Carrot. Yeah, he's nice. He's a nice bloke.
All right, let's have a look at Monkey Pants.
Monkey trousers.
Monkey trousers. All right, they're simian underwear of some sort. Here's a clip. First of all, I think we'll see a bit of you in action, Bob, because you're in it. How many characters do you do in it, by the way?
4 or 5, maybe.
You do 4 or 5, and how many do you do?
Just
Steve?
the one, a gay chap.
I think a pattern's emerging. Here's a little burst of Monkey Trousers.
Now, this is the final room, Miss Westwood. It's the master bedroom, or bedroom massif, as it's sometimes known. It does have full ensuite facilities. Ensuite literally meaning with suites, which gives a lovely sugary ambience to the room.
I'm just noticing there's a shower. Is it a power shower?
I don't know, but the shower head itself, you'll notice, is at this height, which means the water actually drops down on your body rather than having to be manually pulled up to the body. If you just like to step back slightly, Miss Westwood, you see this feature here. This is a Norman arch. It's named after Sir Norman Lamont, who used to be a Chancellor of the Exchequer of this country. That's really rather exciting, isn't it? So, you've seen just about everything now. Do you have any questions?
Do you know why the vendors are leaving?
I don't know.
How quickly would they be able to exchange?
I don't know.
Have you had any other offers on the property?
I don't know. I do hope that's been useful. Please feel free to have a look round yourself if you want to check anything.
That's Bob in action in monkey trousers. I have a horrible feeling you based his unpleasant hairstyle on mine.
It is similar, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you, when you wear your hair that long at that age...
What?
Yeah.
What age? In my late 20s?
Listen up, it's science.
Come on.
When there's a point where you don't know whether it's that your head's shrunk rather than that your hair's long.
grown.
Yeah. You don't think it's a good look?
It shows that you've got hair, and it shows that, you know, at 47, 48, you can still look...
Listen. You go to Hollywood, make a couple of failed movies, and come back here and tell me my haircut's wrong. Oh, you know what? I so miss, and I'm sure, you know, you got us. I want to see more Alan Partridge. I so loved Alan Partridge. Well, you know, and I know it's hard to, you know...
No, well, he's not dead. He's not dead. He's just... he's in cold storage. He's cryogenically preserved.
But when are you going to bring him back?
When I'm going to defrost it.
You don't have plans, do you?
No, I do, actually. We're thinking of doing a Partridge film. So.
Oh, well, that'd be great.
Yeah, well, you might have a little cameo in it.
You're saying that now, but you don't mean it.
No, of course I don't mean it.
But that would be great, genuinely. And is that on the cards?
Yeah, no, that's the people we're talking about money and actors.
So it's really
Who are
lined
these people, Steve?
I don't know who they are.
Strangers.
Yeah. Strange men with cigars and money.
The first time I met Steve Coogan, it was many, many years ago. He was just a boy, really. And it was at a Royal Variety performance. And you came out, and it was a totally different you, really. You weren't doing the kind of clever character comedy you do now. You were an impressionist.
Yeah.
You came out, and I think... Did you do Frank Spencer that night?
I didn't, but I think psychologically I might as well have done.
It was kind of that kind of act. And I remember thinking, well, this is a talented young man. We'll see him doing variety for so many years. And then you sort of made the decision you didn't want to go in that direction, didn't you?
Well, no, I was known as a sort of like... I was known as a kind of a cut-price Rory Bremner. So, if you can imagine such a thing. And I was doing lots of impressions. I was doing Spitting Image and all that. And I just think... I mean, I love impressions. It's great fun, but to me, it's a glorified party trick, you know. And I wanted to get away from that, so I started doing characters in the sort of stand-up thing. But I used to do all that kind of... I used to do, like, I was the funny voice man.
Who did you used to do?
Well, do you know what? I'm going to do Frank Spencer because I think if I do it, then I've kind of like I've done it then.
Yeah. Okay.
But
did you do Frank Spencer? You didn't actually do Frank Spencer.
I never did, but I obviously knew how to do him. It's kind of like it's there in the back pocket for emergencies.
Yeah.
You know.
Because you know a crowd loves.
Put it over there or do it in the morning.
That's unbelievable. But you see, if you've got a talent like that, then use it because it's God-given.
Jonathan, do as your Spencer.
I can do. Oh, Betty, what is going on? I've probably hurt myself.
Jonathan, that's a Dalek.
That's not bad, is it?
Betty!
That was more like a sea devil.
I was trying. I'm not known for my impersonation.
You're very good at impressions.
I'll do some very good ones.
It's a super impression.
Oh, I do a marvellous Indian, but you're not allowed to anymore.
No, I know. The world's gone mad.
I do it for the kids, obviously. Yeah. You can talk, Ramsey. What's that? You want to watch yourself. I remember you used to do a hell of a lot of voiceovers for commercials.
Yes, I did.
Now, we mentioned earlier a lady who was overcome while wearing passion panties in Asda, and Steve used to be the voice of Asda. Remember the advert where the lady used to jingle the coins in the back of her quite large bottom? Yeah. And then it used to say at the end of the advert...
That's Asda price.
Shut your eyes, let's have that again.
Well, now there's even more for your money at Asda.
Oh. What is that accent? It's kind of reassuring not any part of the country, but all the country.
It's big woolly jumpers, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's woolly jumpers and comfortable leather slip-on shoes.
Now, the other thing about Bob, you're also back on TV in Catterick which
Yes,
you've written with Vic, and you're starring with Vic, and it's a brilliant, if wildly unusual programme. I really adored it. It was on BBC3, and it's one of the most strange comedy programmes I think I've ever seen, which is a compliment.
No, I love it. I think it's the best thing that Vic and I have ever done. You know.
And once
I'm
again,
very
a
proud
great
of it.
cast there with you. Matt Lucas in it, Moena Banks. I mean, all right across the board.
Yeah.
How would you sum up Catterick, if you had to, in a short way, for people who are not acquainted with it yet?
It's like a sort. Instead of a sitcom, it's like a road com. You know, it's just the same characters and the same situation, but a story is developing over 6 weeks rather than a different story every week.
And it's quite, in a way, it's played quite straight. The character's absurd, but you kind of, it's like proper acting, isn't it?
Well, I wouldn't say what I do is probably, but that's the intention.
You're so self-deprecating.
Yeah?
Yeah, you want to take some of his ridiculous overconfidence and share it out. Yeah. I'll give him some of that.
Yeah, could I do that, Steve?
Yeah, sure.
Are you...
Of course you can. Hey.
Did you enjoy
Now
it?
do you believe me?
Now you believe me.
Do you like working together, though? I mean, I don't know how much you actually...
stand working with him.
Which I understand
Yes.
and respect, but I love working with Vic and Bob because they're so meaty, if I can use that phrase. No, it was very good working with them because they attracted a certain kind of performer. Myself attracted a different kind of performer.
So, because it's going through your company, of course, isn't it?
No, and
so
Bob's,
together. So
yeah.
really, it's a meeting of talents who have different people they can draw upon.
Yeah, yeah.
That's it, is it?
That's it.
Well,
It's quite a dull answer, Steve.
What do you want?
When people said to me you weren't actually funny without a script, I didn't believe them. I mean, I've been trying to give them the benefit of the doubt.
Read between the lines!
He's just got a naturally funny face, hasn't he?
It's a beautiful, it's a impish foot. It's one of the, you have as well, though, Jonathan.
Yeah, I look like a grotesque pumpkin these days, I feel. The character you do in the show, in Monkey Trousers, is kind of a demented... There he is. Now, that's quite a face. Are you just pulling that face, or are prosthetics involved?
No, it's that.
Look at that.
It's a strange sort of...
That's really horrible.
It's a sort of it's a northern practicing homosexual face.
Could you stop it now, please?
No. I don't want to.
That's the best reason, Jonathan. He doesn't want to.
Don't
you stop
I
it.
don't want to.
Well, despite
I'm not
your...
going to stop it. The rest of the show.
Please stop it. That's really horrible. You look even more like Griff Rhys-Jones. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you'll agree they're splendid guests. Congratulations, Monkey Trousers is great fun. It's on ITV. Well, it started tonight.
It starts tonight, 10 o'clock on Fridays, Jonathan.
And how many weeks is it running for?
It's running for 6 weeks.
OK, and Catterick is on BBC2?
BBC1 on Mondays at 10 o'clock on BBC2.
You're just busy as a bee.
And it's a lot of fun. It really is.
Make sure you watch them, if only to keep him from committing suicide, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you very much indeed for having us.
Lovely to see you both here together. You know what? You look good together. You're not be great. You'd be a great, like, a new cop team.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think so.
I
Kind of like, you know, everyone needs a gimmick.
Cops with cocks. Forensic cocks.
Forensic cocks.
CIS cocks.
Wasn't that what... That's what they sold Cagney and Lacey on, wasn't it?
Cocks. No, it's lack of cocks.
Do you know, I wish I was dead.
Don't think of your kids!
Sorry. If it wasn't for those kids.
It wasn't for those pesky kids. So nice to see you both. Thank you for coming
you
on.
for having
Mr.
us.
Bob Mortimer, Mr. Steve Coogan, ladies and gentlemen.
Always end on the high, eh?
Well, thank God Gordon Ramsay won't be swearing when he gets out, right?